restaurant food I've ever had. It's really weird. Hotel food is normally very bland, very boring. I forget the name of the burger joint in there, but it's like legit, and it's not just burgers. It's Ryan and I spent $150 on burgers this week, so shout out Owensboro and your restaurant, or your hotel and your restaurant that we stayed at. Shout out Bob from King Cap for putting me there. Then about 8 o'clock, anglers have been on the water for an hour. I've already had a DQ of fish, legal. And yeah, I'm gonna eat this. I'm gonna start looking at more fish. And once I'm done eating this, and I'm set up, you guys will see if I catch a fish. I might look like a slob, but eating on a kayak is not as easy as it looks. But that's the beauty of the 24 volt. For most people who know, the XI3, all the motors, you can't do cardinal direction too high where it swerves. Well, the stronger the motor, the higher you can do that. So I'm doing 4 miles an hour against current in cardinal direction. So hands free. Alright, we got fish number 1 on. I don't think he's gonna be hook great, and I also don't think he's a big fish, but at least we're on the board now. So my suspended bait over here was getting tapped a little bit. I'm walking a middle bait. I got 2 casted. This is my only double hook rig I got out. I really don't like casting double hook rigs when I'm spot locked. They just tend to get tangled much easier, but I've caught a few now on this rig. I don't really want to lift this out of the water, or out of the, not water. I don't want to lift that pole out of the rod holder. All right. I'm trying really hard to get the over the shoulder view. I think that's a much more fun angle. Hey, go figure. This is my second baby flathead on the bottom hook. I rarely catch flatheads on the bottom hook of a double hook rig. This is my second. I mean, granted, it's a baby, so I mean that maybe that's the common denominator is old baby flatheads get caught on the bottom of them. But man, that's a pretty fish. Once we release this fish, we're gonna check that bait back there, and then I might slowly start changing all my baits here. Come here, bud. It's not often I can grip a flathead at its belly. There we go. First fish of the day. I ain't even gonna bother, you know, trying to fake measure him. We're just gonna call him 20 inches. So, see you there, buddy. Peace out, girl. There's a fish on here. There's a fish on here. He let it go. That's such a weird hit. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, wow. There we go. Oh, there we go. This one just pulled a little drag. He don't feel too bad. I just had a few hits on this one right here, and the fish were hitting and pulling it. So this one don't feel too bad at all. Probably a blue. I'm going to have to get him around this pole right here. We'll throw this pole here. All right, let's start swiveling a little bit. Now there's slightly more current on this side of my kayak than there is the other side, so. Whatever hit my walking bait though, I hope that guy comes back. because that thing felt big. Whatever hit that walking bait just hit it and started swimming upstream with it. I'm not a huge fan of running floats on bumping and walking baits, but right now the current's so slow, and I'm in such shallow. I'm only in 20 foot. I got to use a 1 ounce in a big float to even get it to walk. Well, when you're only using a 1 ounce in a big float, if a fish hits it and they just start swimming towards you, sometimes you don't even know. Your bait just kind of disappears, and then your heart starts to flutter. But the problem is, if you reel down at that point in time, you literally just pull it out of their mouth because they're facing you. I hope this angle's decent. He's probably gonna be, I don't know, if I had to guess, 25 to 30 inch blue, maybe. We'll see. We'll see when we get him up here. Oh, he's actually not that bad of a blue at all. I think this guy might be a little net worthy. Yeah, we're gonna get this camera angle over here and get him in the net. There we go. I ain't mad at this guy at all. He hit about his size, so that's good. Yeah, that guy's definitely over 30, probably. So right here, if you guys can see, you see that 30 right there? From this point back, the measuring tape that I use to certify all the anglers' boards, I measured here so I can have a rough idea where I am with the other anglers. So we'll say, so you guys can see that's 30. I'm right where, so that's 31. We'll say I'm at 51 inches between my two fish. So, because that flathead I didn't even bother measuring, but she was so tiny that I'll just call her 20. 31 inches, a little fun size fish. So there, bud. Hit pretty hard. It was fun. See you, buddy. Here we go. Fish on. This is a 3-way rig. If he's hooked well, this is my limit. So we're sitting about 51 inches right now. Leader is only at 70 something, so I'm being pretty competitive considering the competition. So this guy hit pretty well. This was originally a suspended weight bait because I'm lazy and I just wanted to 3-way it with a words. I need to drink more water. It's hot. It's a bumping rig without a float originally, but everything was getting hit with a float. There we go. I just casted this one. There we go. That one feels decent. Come on, stay on, stay on. I just rebaited. I had all head pieces on. He's fighting good, he's fighting good. Yeah, I just had all head pieces on. So I just rebaited to all fresh pieces of side. Because up there, all my hits were essentially coming on head pieces. So when I made this switch, I made the switch over to, just a second ago, to all side sections. So maybe this guy's been sitting here this whole time and he's just been digging a side section. So let's get this over. This will definitely be a net fish. Let's get rid of some of that slack. All right. Last time I checked, I still think 70 inches was in first, 76, so we're gonna get this net ready. I'm not in the tournament, but I'm kind of treating this like a tournament. This is the only way I know how to tell how I stack up against my peers. So I feel good that I put myself in contention for 5 fish today. 2 of them were decent. One that got landed was good. So I was in oh no, the last 2 fish I had were doing that, and then they came off. Oh wait, this might fix my issues with the bad front camera angle, because that one's adjustable. Come on, just be over 30 inches. 3 fish over 30 inches today probably puts you in contention. We're fishing Owensboro, Ohio, or Owensboro, Kentucky on the Ohio River. So anytime you got 3 fish over 30 inches, you're in contention on the Ohio River. They just had this is the Kayak Kayak division. They had their, oh, I keep on feeling things coming loose. At least get me a look at them. At least, I just want to look. If I get a look, I'm happy. Now, I won't count it towards my theoretical score, but, oh, there we go. I believe right now this would be big fish in the tournament. Don't come loose. Get out here. Come on. There we go. Yes. Oh, yes. There we go. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Let's get her bumped. All right, she's bumped. She's 38 inches. She's 38 inches, so I ain't mad at that. So we'll call it 51.38. So we're at 89. We're at 90. We'll say 90 inches, with 2 good ones missed. So let's get it out. We got a boat coming. We're gonna get this guy out of here before the boat sees. So that's what I'm talking about. Just shy of 40 inches. Thank you, Owensboro, Kentucky, for having King Cat this year. I'm looking forward to coming back with the kayakers in the future. And I'm hoping that you're gonna welcome us with open hands like you had this year. Peace out, bud. Hopefully I can make a dang video out of this. Losing so much footage because of overheating. And just GoPro's randomly shutting off for no reason. Now, something I do, when I'm fan casting, I always cast inside out. Because if you're fishing, especially if you're fishing a ledge, your inside ones are always going to come closer to the boat, and then your outside ones are going to fall into the boat. Well, if you cast your outside rods first, well, you don't know where they're sitting before you cast your inside rod. So if you cast your outside rod there, by the time you cast your inside rod, the weight with the current might have came in, and then when you cast your inside rod there, you might be crossing yourself over. If you go inside out, you cast this rod, if it comes in, it don't matter, because you know for a fact you're casting this rod out farther away. So always inside out when you're fan casting. All right, Kayak Mike out of here. I started fishing, I want to say 8:30 or so. Didn't really start fishing how I wanted to. Dragging was I should never have dragged. This whole week we've all been saying the Green River is going to be trash, and then I go up and drag slack water across the way from the place. So I don't know what I was thinking doing that. That was stupid. Maybe I was just thinking I was going to get lucky, but yeah, I caught a fish in every spot but this one. My on-camera score is 90. My off-camera score is 110, which is a bummer. So I don't know when my camera cut out. I guess I'm gonna have to figure it out when I go through my footage. But yeah, Kayak Mike out of here. King Cat Owensboro's wrapped up. I'll put the results for the other people here somewhere, and maybe I'll do a little bit of the checkout on camera too.